Hello, Links. Lonks. Let me actually switch my sound to... Hello, Rick Lubin. I am the first, you are not the first. It's like an early stream compared to recent ones. And daylight savings happened here in Canada, so it's actually late for me, but early compared to others. We need a way to get more coins in the overworld before we move on to the second part. And I'd like these to be easy to collect. Well, actually, I have a bad idea. Hello, Deadads. Hello, Some Waffle. Can't wait to see the biovac rework of the Overworld, yeah. Hello, Phobia. Hand pink waving. You too, bro. Hand pink waving. There's one part that you think might be bad in the Romek. What would it be? Possibly course force missions. I think their design is a little not great. And in fact, we have already reworked all of them once to make them like less bad, but they're still not perfect. I think course 4 is a little unfortunate. But course 4 introduces a lot of variety too, so I think there's value in having course 4 around in the sense that it creates contrast. You know, sometimes the part that people least like about the game are also the parts that are most necessary to make the game's design work. Anyone have any such examples? Come on, bro, fucking finish converting the materials. Alright, I guess in the meantime I'll think about this. So my plan was to copy the reef textures and put them here in the floor and everywhere. So what I would really like is a way, like a simple way to get up on this part here. I think that would add a lot to the overworld. Hello, Siren Runner. Also, and I will be seeing this multiple times throughout the stream today, I am now actively looking for beta testers for Drug Boss Mario. Rovard and Voisel already tested this yesterday a little bit, and I think it's in a state where it's actually like a really fun game to play right now. Hello, Voisel. Read about the guy who shot a guy saying someone murdered 5 kids. Oh my god. I have no idea what you're talking about. Refilling is really fun and you have 5 hours in it? That's insane. I'm very glad to hear that. If you want to be a beta tester, please message me on Discord. Send me a message request. Please understand that during the first beta testing, I'm only going to accept people that have been here for a long time because I want to minimize the chance of leaks. And as we get further into testing, I'm going to open it up so we can eventually properly release it. Drug was Mario 64 Daily Delphox. I can show what it is. It's a first-person shooter. It's where you deal drugs and shoot people. It's this.
Here's another track fresh out of the oven. Fresh out of my oven.
And you can shoot the police if you want.
Some wing chunk for you boys.
It's a very different type of game. And there's a whole like stock market simulation in there as well. So there's like an actual stock market for illicit substances. And I'm looking for 5 testers to begin with, and I already have 3. So very limited slots. And this is also basically just like the first wave. There's going to be more testing opened up at some point if more people want to test. These reefs are not going to be the final look of this, do not worry. Anyway, so today's stream is mostly going to be focused on the second part of the first Overworld. And our goal for the first Overworld is just to find a way to make more coins collectible without making it suck. Nice camp lefts. Unfortunately, I have to say, I'm not one for spoopy beta hacks. Never been into that. So I want a simpler way to get up there, because I think it's kinda annoying that you have to wall kick for this. And I fear that some people that are here will not even understand what a wall kick is. Yeah, this is the first part of the Overworld, and there is 15 parts in total. So this is just 1/15 of the Overworld. What's a good way we can make it go up there without sucking? If you just go to the boat half when you enter, it will just teleport you to the previous Overworld, which is like the intro world. You know, like the castle from our galaxy, where you walk towards the castle? We're gonna have something like that, very beginning of the game. Must expect vintage wall jumping? Yeah, it does. What if I just look at pictures of cliff sites and look for inspiration? Cliff sites. I hope they fix NVIDIA Broadcast sometime. NVIDIA Broadcast is like the worst software ever. Every time their stock plummets, they release a new version that's worse than the previous version. We could just have rocks you can walk up on. I think that wouldn't be so bad if there were just like a circle of rocks here that progressively were softer. Also, today is a bonus stream, that means we're listening to whatever the fuck I feel like. And I feel like listening to this. Is my 64 teacher? I can't think of an instance where I play lenses. Let's see. Pretty sure it's just a signpost. Oh, yeah. You have to master 3 important jump techniques. The triple jump, then the wall kick, and then the long jump. It's just a fucking exposition dump. Remember the tricky wall kick jump? Yep, it does that too. Yep, and then there's another sign. So basically there's just 3 signs that tell you to wall kick. Yeah, dude, this is actually the craziest thing. Many people don't know about Mario 64, but the way Mario 64 teaches you most of its movement is that if you go in the back of the castle, there's just a huge fucking exposition dump that tells you what to press. There's going to be jump scares in a sec. If you do not poop your pants while playing this game, I will be disappointed. I want you to have a seizure playing this game, please. This is going to be the spookiest tech yet. I'm just yapping garbage. Shit, this is not true. I don't know why I'm doing that. I should not be doing that. Well, yeah, a lot of people say that the wall kick is difficult. Especially like, I think it was especially rough back in the day, because like 3D platformers were completely new. No one had even fathomed this concept of a wall jump before. You turned ChatGPT on to decode Rolex? Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, that sounds about right. Surely you did that. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting like older and like my brain doesn't work like it used to anymore. And then I also think that maybe my neurons just got more optimized and less bearable, so now I'm better at the things I want to be good at and the ones I practiced, and worse at things that I didn't practice. And I think that is the truth. But when I feel stupid, and then sometimes I look what other people do, and it's like, holy fuck, what went wrong with everyone? I think that is like the general thing that makes me feel like old people are just like borderline at the point where they're unable to function in society. I think that's just the neurons being optimized to do like the free things they do every day. Somebody's laggy, can you optimize us in the Kidama takeover? No, I will not be doing that. It's an emulator only hack. Unfortunately, I have to tell you to just get better hardware. Hello, tea time. Optimizers for Mario 64. I think my neurons are kind of optimized for Mario 64 and like decision making and game design in general. But sometimes, like, okay, I saw this thing today, which is like, this is a trick question. You're at a casino and you roll a dice. Or you're at a casino and there is a dice in front of you. The dice shows 1. Now you're in a game where your mission is to make as much money as possible. You get 100 rounds of play, and in each round of play, you are allowed to either roll the dice or get as much money as it currently says on the dice, right? So it says a 1, you could get $1 100 times, or you could like roll once and then get whatever the dice showed 99 times. And each round you can decide. I was looking at the problem and I think I can solve this within like 10 minutes. You just kind of like do induction from the last number. But it took me too long to come up with that. That should have been so obvious. It took me like 2 or 3 minutes to figure out. And like my brain is not optimized for that anymore. I think back when I was studying mathematics in university, that would have been like instantly like that's my answer. But that's like not a skill I need for Mario 64 hacking. I think I need to force myself to just spend all day solving difficult problems and not doing random shit, so I can re-optimize my neurons for that stuff. I hope I can do that, Gloop, but for that I need to remove all the Mario references first. Okay, this section's cool as fuck. I like this section. This section's fun. I will move individual coins up here, so that players will think to do that. Also shared hello boys to men. Can I give you my Mario Unreal Nanite engine? Why would you want Nanite? Come on. This is like the 5th bit, right? So we want 3038. I think 3 points on top of each other. When you start from scratch in a new engine to sell an original game, well, what you probably don't realize is that like almost all of this engine here is my engine at this point. The only really thing that's still left from the vanilla Mario 64 is Mario's physics and a little bit of the sound engine. Like, for example, the way the coins are rendered is completely different. The coins here, they are now like 2D sprites that are being rendered in screen space. They're not actually 3D models. They're not even billboards. Or like the way Mario is rendered is also completely different. The animations are going to be different because instead of Euler angles, it's going to be quaternions. The data structure is going to be different. The camera is 100% custom code. Really, it's just Mario. Mario's collision function are custom code. They no longer use the original game's function. The step function for Mario's physics is also custom code. Only Mario's actions themselves are not 100% custom code. But like even walking is custom code now. Because the original game, when you're on a hill like this and you walk sideways, it doesn't work right. Mario slows down by the hill's slopeness. It works right here. I had to refactor walking for that. Swimming is completely different because I changed the controls. So, like, even the water jump is different. Wait, even the water jump is like a completely separate action. But like this jump here, that's still vanilla Mario 64. Or this jump here. Or when you triple jump, that's vanilla Mario 64. When you land, that's not vanilla. So there's a few things I need to change. Mainly, if I wanted this to be like legally sellable, I would have to update the sound engine. I'm actually reworking the operating system right now as well. It's already like half my custom OS, but not fully. But yeah, I would have to change out Mario and the sound engine. Doesn't like run on an SDK Nintendo owns or something. I feel like Portal 0 can run or something like that. Portal 64 was based on the Lib Ultra operating system. And I have my own operating system that is currently based on Lib Ultra, partially, but also partially my own. And I'm going to remove all of Lib Ultra. Because Lib Ultra is dog shit, unoptimized piece of shit code. Unfortunately. So I think if we made the player collect 10 coins, that would be perfect here. Or maybe... I think I should remove that then. Yeah, Ship of Theseus is correct. Oh, who damned me here? Is this important? So what are the coins for? To pay off Pack Ederm. How do you know how to make a course? I literally just know. I don't want to listen to this. Get me back my French core. Yeah, cool. Come on, fix it. There we go. Since the Quebec boss event has been considered, will he show up elsewhere in the main story or just relegated to one appearance? He would have maybe 1 or 2 appearances in the Overworld to like part of the story, basically. He's kind of short in. I'm going to use Python as a wrapper for ASM. I don't know what it means. Someone said they want to add Python to Mario 64. And I actually think that might be a banger idea. Because think about using it as like an interpreted language, like a scripting language, like compile it down to the minimum it can be. And then you run an interpreter script to execute the entirety of your code in instruction cache, even though it's more complicated than that. You could save a lot of data throughput and potentially improve performance at the cost of CPU, but who cares about CPU cycles? We have 94 million of them a second. We need like 30 million of those at most. So, the second part of the overworld is going into the island. You like Python? I think only really bad programmers care about which programming language they use. For most applications. If performance is sensitive, then like, yeah, maybe you can't use Python. But like, I mean, like, I just mentioned a use case where Python is faster than fucking assembly. Yeah, actually, that's a banger tweet. People would get so mad at me. That's a perfect tweet. I'm tweeting that. Python can be faster than equivalent assembly because of coherence. How do I word this? You know what? I'll just say Python can be faster than equivalent assembly, even if you write perfect assembly. I don't know. How do I word this without it just being wrong? Candy bar? When are you talking about a candy bar? Right, okay. We also need to think about the volcano that's going to be here. I think I need to kind of make it part of this overworld, just in visuals. This is Game Maker, which I like because I know what it's like. Don't worry about. Well, Game Maker is probably incredibly unoptimized, but like, it doesn't matter because it's 2D games, right? You have to be really shit at making your game to have a 2D game like in the modern environment. And I mean, it does happen. This is actually a theory I have. I think 98% of games have at least one thing in them that costs like an unreasonable amount of performance. And that's usually like the reason games lag. Like they just have one stupid thing that costs like 10% of the whole game's budget, performance-wise. Why don't we finish one area before moving on to the next? Because when we work on the other areas, we will likely have to adjust this one again. So if we do that, we waste a shit ton of time. That's why we don't do that. Hello, Sarah. Seems unfortunate. Well, I think it's true. I still want to have optimized code, I'm just not gonna brag or bank gods. Yeah, you're not gonna have optimized code if you use a pre-made engine. That's just impossible. No matter what you do. All my skyboxes are custom-made 3D models. I don't use the standard Mario 64 skybox system. This is actually another thing, yes. I entirely ripped out the Mario 64 skybox system because it's hideous. Okay, very imposing looking volcano. I like it. I might have to make the volcano part of the background because we might not be able to make it big enough. What's your Reddit post, Beta? What did you post? Well, it's if it takes 10% of the budget but should be taking 0.1%, then yes, that's a lot. It's hard to store and later to replace current dimension using macros and r/Minecraft commands. I see. Okay, part 2 is going to connect to part 3. Now part 2 is just drawn in as like this little squiggly line here. I want this to be mostly like a platforming section with the entrance to course 3 to the first Bowser level and to part 6 here. No, part 5. One thing I'm thinking about is this might be bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. And for that reason, I'm thinking maybe we should make part 3 first, so that we have a good estimate of where it needs to connect. I do not have a platforming layout in mind at all. I think we should make part 3 first, before we make part 2. Part 3 is going to a beach site with the ghost ship and zoo entrance. Yes, this is just a rough layout. This is not going to be like this. There's going to be a lot more stuff to this. But part 3 is a little more interesting to make. Part 3 is this beach section here, with a whole zoo entrance. This is going to be the coolest thing ever. Course 4 is going to be the ghost ship in the fog. So you're just gonna see a black outline in the fog, and when you walk towards it, you're just gonna fade out. And you're gonna have to make your way through the overworld to the lighthouse. And you go up the lighthouse and you turn the light, and the light shines at the ghost ship, and then the fog disappears. And now you can enter the level. So you do something later in the game to unlock something early in the game. I think it's cool as fuck. For that reason, I'm very much a fan of this overworld part. The question is, where do we draw the line along? I think here would be the best. Something like, then we can go up for the ghost ship. And then we can make the entrance for the zoo like along here. And then connect to this. Something like this shape here. You need to get to the ice cap to get to the ice. That was... Yes, very good memory on your part. That is something I had written down. But I'm not sure we can really do that anymore. Unless we make it so that the player actually finds the ice cap before beating Bowser 1. Which I think we have to do it that way if we want that. I'm a little worried that this overall part is small, but I think we will be fine. Designing map and render for the NCs are some conversations you have to assist the performance. No. It's a just kinda use your brain type situation. I don't have any written guidelines. Are you gonna be able to see the first part of the hub when you reach the lighthouse? Where such an esque interconnection would be so cool. Yeah, definitely, definitely. We're not gonna make it able to do that for now, but after BioBack's final rework we will probably do that. It's gonna be kinda lame if we just have huge walls everywhere, is it not? Function map for the emulator when it's announcing to see lackluster performance for the usual culprits. Yeah, that happens. It's usually that geometry is overdrawing too much. Although I'm very good at estimating stuff like that, so it doesn't usually happen. And when I'm dubious about something, I just test on console. 700, that's 40, that's 28. So we need to increase this to like maybe 30. I think the overworld is big enough, yes. I'm a little worried that you can't really see the Yoshi shape of the overworld in the end, even if you think hard about it. But honestly, I'm fine with that. I wish there was a faster way to do this. Setting all these mobs is going to be so annoying. Hello, ayahuasca. Are you clear Gemini Man, other Gemini Man is just aren't got a thing? No, you have to program that in. Sorry, what just happened? I missed it. Thank you for the 17 months, B-Talk. Hello, Timing Master. You joined with unrankable timing, unfortunately, I have to say that. Well, having cliffs around everything is kind of lame, I think. I think we need to be a little more creative with it. Actually, you know what my convention will be? When it warps to a thing, it will be the 4 warp. When it comes from a part, it will be the 3 warp. So I'm going to use 3-2 and 4-2 here. Then you could, I think I did. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. This was a thing where I wasn't the only one working on it, so I was working on it too. And basically the inspiration behind it was that someone paid me money to make it. I don't use Ghidra. Basically, at the moment, you can assume that anytime I make a ROM hack that's not a complete mini hack that uses like my engine and has my style, and it's not RTY, then it's not. Then it's like a commission game. The Drug Mario one is also commissioned. Someone paid me to make that. There's a lot of money to be paid in ROM hacking, but this one here is not any paid work at all. This is just me working because of passion. It needs to be 3-2, and I need a 3-2 warp here. And I need a 4 to warp here at some point, but not for now actually. But I will still set it up. And it needs to go to 23. And then my 4 to warp here should just go to area 3 for now. Because it's a test warp. Now we should be able to enter that area. No, that's just gonna be for the overworld decor. I just needed a convention for the overworld to make doing this less painful. You know what I should do? I should just import a background here that's like very simple. Biobank is going to rework all levels, yes. Let's import a simple background so that we can actually see our levels correctly. Shit. My user preset is gone. Oh well. Nope, it's not inspired by the Debugging Racing. Nice beat, Turk. Zuzuzu did get a rework already, so that's why it's looking better. Huh. Alright, we got a background, guys. What do you think? Fitting? I made this in 5 seconds. I had the idea to maybe make a full ROM mag in like 30 days, you know, like every day 16-hour stream, just working on it. Hello Luna Festival. Isn't that what a compact is? A compact is one level you make. I was thinking like 120 stars in 30 days. Also on a compact I usually spend like 4 or 5 days. And I also don't spend 16 hours on it that day. I spent like, I don't know. I guess the most time I've spent on the compact was like Peach's Fury, which I spent maybe like 50 hours on. Sounds like a good idea. The problem is, I have a daughter and a wife. Mars Madness, or SM64 Madness, was made in 2 weeks. And this was also my first ROM mag. So does it really count? Yes, it has the Wiggler. People love that Wiggler. They love to talk about the Wiggler in this chat. Mushi was working on a Mario 64 Madness remake. You have to ask him. Or her. I have no idea what Mushi is. I knew Mushi as a guy for my entire life, and then he changed his profile text to like Bulgarian cat boy. Like, and I'm not sure what that means anymore. Simple Flips actually hosted a competition just like last month, and he's going to play the Hex 3 weeks ago. So, anytime now. It was a closed competition daily. It was like you had to make a team of 3 people, and only a few teams got accepted. Okay, I hate putting cliffs around here again. Let me give you a recap of what's going to be here. So up here is going to be the fade up thing. Then here is going to be the zoo around here, this whole area. And somewhere in here, there's like an X marks the spot type puzzle, where you have to find the spot. Someone's gonna give you a puzzle on how to solve it. Now Mushi is a fun guy. Person. Cat boy. Yeah, for me the creative part is what takes the longest, I think. Especially now that we have C, like programming's free. Back in the day with assembly, yeah, that was a little more difficult. But now it's just like, yeah, just go and do the thing. Makes sense to have a glyph at least on one side of the arena. Yeah. The problem is, it's so lame if everything's just cliffed up, right? I don't like if everything's just cliffed up. Is there other natural barriers we could use? Mountain Island Beach. Why did it append Subnautica? It's just a regular island. No, it's Yoshi's Island. We could put giant fruit that blocks your path. A tree line works, yeah. I'm just thinking about part 8 here. Part 8 is gonna be castles. Castles, what do we have for castles? Northwest. Kind of a Bowser fight. Okay, so this wall here might just be like... How about it's like a giant fruit with some mountain behind it, and on the mountain there's trees. We can't do pits. It's one cohesive island. Thank you for the view count live ticker. Lots of one part of the island have ruins or village structures acting as barriers and walls and stuff to platform on. This part here is going to have destroyed islands, part 8. Destroyed castles. Because in Yoshi's Island you destroy the castles. So that is going to do a thing. But I'm thinking giant fruit here would be more fun. Because it is Yoshi's Island. And then to get along here to the next overworld, I wanted the player to use the ice cap. There is a pot plant with waterfall rapids, so... Let's see if I can find a quick banana. That's already the entrance for quest 4. The monkey bar banana is perfect, honestly. Bananas make a nice barrier. Yeah, we're gonna need forest spares. That's going to be in the cliff walk that goes for here. There's going to be that as well, for sure. Now that I think more about the area, I'm thinking something like this would be nicer. Where this is where you come out. That would have to be a texture daily. That sounds like a very high poly thing. Oh, we can also have these Mario World penis hills, you know, that we had in the original Overworld. I think these could work as well for something. You call them that? What do you call them? I did not import it. God. L. I had imported the MTL. There we go. I have not seen that. I mean, I've seen plenty of guys trying to make Zelda-esque games, but I've not seen the specific guy you're talking about. You put what in the concept? Bananas? That's good. Yeah, this banana one will definitely have to be completely different from this, but it works for now. What's the was just then called? No idea. Well, at least no one can say this is a boring barrier. Ah. Oh. What the fuck? Well, it's just going to be this for now. Who DM'd me? It'd be Asa. Wait, I have a message request. He would like to be a beta tester. Alright, I will investigate you later. Hello Tumbleweed, I am glad you like that. You should tell Pixel Palaver. In this banner I could stand to be a little higher poly for the actual game. I like that you can climb the banana though, that's fun. Okay, let's think about what our goal for this overall part is. So, the first thing that's going to happen is you will see the ship here in the background that you can't swim to because it's all fogged up. Thinking I should probably reel these sides in a little bit. Otherwise it's going to make the board workable difficult to work with. So in the original Overworld we actually kind of already had something here, and it was this. And it looks very cool, and I'm thinking I will literally just copy paste this whole thing. Except for the fog setup, because that looked really bad. Yeah, there's a ghost ship level here. So it is going to be a little bit spooky. Spooky ghost ship next to the banana is kind of a stupid visual. I'm thinking maybe the banana couldn't reach quite so far. I don't like that the beach goes down like that. Who'll be DMing me? You know, it could be fun contrast. Fog lifts and suddenly the banana feels kind of similar respect as you realize the banana was there all along. Oh, were you thinking that much fog over this area? Wait. I was thinking the fog was just gonna be around here. The problem I have right now is actually that I don't really know how I'm going to make the fog work. I think this still looks very silly with the fog gun. It is a gameplay element to overcome to reach the thing. Oh my god, this looks bad. Why does the ship look so bad? Does it always look like this? I guess it has. Wow. Model a 3D ship. Well, we could just copy the ship, but we have a polygon count budget, so I think it has to be further out onto sea, but I also don't want the player to walk towards this. Maybe this whole area around it is just the warp, but like if you reach the area while the fog is there, you just kind of respawn. Rank the texture possible? Not at runtime. This might just have to be like 4 textures. Any obstacles in the way of that? Yeah, you need to reach the lighthouse first. So the lighthouse is probably going to be a small platforming section. But to get to the lighthouse, you need to unlock the ice cap and you need to go through part 4. Bro fell asleep on the job. Yeah, what I'm thinking is there's a whole radius around the ship, and when you enter the radius before you have cleared the fog, or before you have shined the light at it, you're just gonna respawn, and if you do it afterwards, then you're gonna reach the ship. So I actually kinda want the ship to look like this at first, with a huge fog around it. Yes, the fog will only be near the ship. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. I mean, obviously we're not gonna do this, but like, I wanted to see what it would look like. We still brainstorm about this. Oh, nice, Sana. That's gonna be very difficult to do, Daily Fox. Oh, this is what it looked like at full res, I see. Ah, yeah, so this is... Did you just make the ship for this render? Interesting. Just do the cloud thing you were doing and have dynamic global fog, it would look sick. The problem is you can also just be here and there's no fog here. You mentioned the respawn. You're just gonna be washed ashore, I guess. Not sure what you mean by the cloud thing, Lena. What I had before was just like 10 planes that progressively got more opaque. And obviously that's terrible for performance, we can't do that. If you get close, it gets foggier. Yeah, what I'm definitely gonna do is when you get close, it's just gonna fade into like an actual white screen. That's just gonna be a rectangle rendered over the whole screen. Oh, I see what you mean, Daily Delphox. I see now, I see, I get your vision now. Having the fog clear up as soon as you beat the lighthouse, yes. Oh, that sucks, Skyloft. So if we actually just had fog on this, and then we changed the fog to turn off after you changed the lighthouse. Or, okay, I like your idea, but there's still the issue that I want the fog to be harsher around the ship, and I need to think about how that will look like visually. Yeah. But the fog should still be there for the ship, right? And the ship should be more visible. I was thinking when you open the lighthouse, what happens is instead of this, the ship is going to start looking like this, or even like so, or so. Just make more fog. Okay, that doesn't work. Yes, that's definitely going to happen daily, but there's more to it than that. Okay, what if we used the camera angle to determine the fog intensity? What if while you're looking at the ship, the fog intensity in the whole area went up, and there's just fog around always? I think that would work. It's more like a technical question, Daily, I think. More like technically how we implement this. Isn't that my idea? That doesn't sound like your idea at all. You said some bullshit about clouds. It's not that the ship creates the fog, it's just that it's very difficult to make volumetric looking fog on the N64. The only downside to that is that I need to add fog to every single thing in this area. Fog increasing as you get closer to the ship. Of course it does that. That was already predetermined. The question is how we make that look. Or how we make that work technically. Of course the fog increases when you get close to the ship. Otherwise how are we gonna feed the layout? Okay, how it's gonna work is... Here's the full idea. You enter this area, and when you look at the ship, there's going to be very strong fog in this area. When you look at the way from the ship, there's going to be slight fog. When you get really close to the ship, and the ship is a larger percentage of your screen, the fog gets more dense, and now you almost can't see anymore. When you get within the warp range of the ship, your screen's gonna fade to white, and you're gonna be washed ashore. Unless you have the lighters activated. When you have the lighters activated, then there is no fog in this area. Unless you look at the ship, then there will be very slight fog. And the ship will now be visible. Maybe sometimes you have good ideas and you just don't communicate them correctly. Which would be tragic. You should work on that. You know how to take the side of artworks where Rances make it a sphere texture for Mario, but that sounds sloppy. That would be very sloppy. You would have a harsh cut where the sphere is. That would look very, very bad.
Deeper than canyons and oceans, brighter than powerful spells. Your name is written in blood on my heart. You call and I am compelled. Intertwining bodies making heat in the night. The night. Fierce and binding, burrow into earthly delight. Delight intertwining in the night. What could this be but the ancient song of a forgotten truth? Way out but serving our ancestors' call as I sink my teeth in you. Intertwining bodies making heat in the night. The night. Fierce and binding, burrow into earthly delight. Delight intertwining in the night. A breathless whisper tells me it's alright, and I belong to no one but the night. So I face this thing alone, stay where my body goes, bleed into places no one knows. 'Cause I don't understand serendipity. Don't need to grapple with your deity, no. 'Cause every kingdom will soon be overthrown. I don't belong to serendipity, no. Didn't think that I could love
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? Okay, so what happened is NVIDIA Broadcast, the program I have open here right now, broke mid-stream. And then I tried to change off from NVIDIA Broadcast, and trying to change off from NVIDIA Broadcast crashed OBS, because as soon as I interact with the OBS UI, it crashes. Why are there so many dogshit programmers working on all the software? Only 1 year? Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? How about this? I changed it to mono. So you didn't even hear me complain about the fog setting not working? Leela, you still here? You can't set the fog to over 1000. And because of that, I can't preview my fog. In order, what should be next if you finish doing Overworld? Side levels. Okay, I'm just gonna disable fog preview because it doesn't work. Disabling fog preview doesn't work. Okay, that's 2 bugs to report. Post. Disabling fog preview does not disable fog preview on everything. Let me just take a screenshot. And you can set fog preview beyond 1000 for minutes. Cool. So this is just what we're gonna have to live with. There's nothing I can do about it. How did no one tell me that my microphone wasn't working for so long? We didn't see your lips move? Oh, I guess. You can release publicly as your basic level to test all the mechanics like wing is good. Yeah, that's kind of what I did, right? I kind of just make mini hacks usually. I just thought you were in the zone. You like the stream better without me talking? Insane. My own stream hates me. so funny that I have multiple meshes like this. Like, discuss things with chat, it's fun. Yeah, I think that's better than just working on stuff. Getting immediate feedback is pretty useful. Ooh, we don't have mat bleeding on. We have mat bleeding on. Oh, not in this. We don't have mat bleeding on in course 9. Just watch and learn. You will figure it out. No need to get your pants in a twist. Little boy. So we're just gonna make it so that this is an alpha. So f32 alpha equals 0.1f. And let's say define heavy fork. We wanna set this to 971. Light fork, we wanna set this to like 1060. Maybe 1050. So let's see, how does this work? Min, max. Oh, these are weird fucking values. What the fuck? Okay, I ain't dealing with that. I'm just going to be slightly less inefficient, slightly less efficient. But it is what it is. So there's not an animation, it just naturally does that. Oh, right, because now I no longer have NVIDIA broadcast, you can hear my furnace. Manual effects. There will definitely be a light thing. Let's see, how far away are you from the ship at that point? 4,000 coordinates, okay. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Not really. Wait. is yes, okay. No, actually. The less distance, the more fuck I want. So at 4,000 distance, this is 0. Ugh, why does it have to be such a weird double negation? This is why my brain is slowly freezing. That's true, Daily Delphox. There could be like blue, purple, not blue, green swirls. I still want to give this whole game a VFX pass, so I would do stuff like that then, when I'm doing all the VFX at once. CGX this, it's an older game I made. I'm playing right now, I have no idea what the fuck to do. It's literally just Castle Grounds is extended with a little bit of extra stuff. Okay, Alpha 1 means we have the heaviest fog. Right? Yes. Okay. Why am I struggling with this? At 4,000 distance, we want this value to be 1. So right now it would be 1. Zero distance is still 1. At 10,000 distance, or at 8,000 distance is 0.5. So this is good. This is what it should be. Good. The jaw and the angle to this from the camera. So this one might be wrong because Nukem Jaw, if I remember correctly, is inverted. So we're going to print this. Not 100% certain on this. Let's see what happens. No fog at all. None. Ah, yep. The angle is inverted. Is it not? Why the hell is the angle difference always so large? What? Oh. The angle to cam is... okay, makes sense. That should do something. Then I either read it or not. Here's M Zodiac. What? I have no idea what that means. It's doing something. Not what I wanted to do, but it's doing something. I have never seen this inverted fog. That's a thing that can... What the fuck? This is a crazy effect. I think this might be just an issue in the macro. True. Kaizo hackers love abysmal dog shit. What? This is not declared in this function, in this file? That's crazy. Oh, 300% shading, yeah, that would do it. Right, I didn't do this right at all. Do something like this. What's between 0 and 0x4000? It's not even what I want. Alright, let's just try it. Did I put this in the wrong position or something? How's this such an issue? This should be a simple thing. What the fuck? We definitely don't need to just set home. Did I export it since I moved it here? The fog is supposed to be gone when you look away from the ship. Or mostly gone. It's still there, just weak. Right, at 0 alpha we want this maxed. So... this is going to be wrong. You know what, I'm just going to invert this. It sucks that it's this way around. Oh my god, that makes it so much more hard to think about it. Now at 4,000 it's 0, at 8,000 it's 1. Good. So, and I think this one might be inverted because Nukenja is weird. Okay. We're in 0 and 0x8000. Let me just undo this. This is fuckery to go through. And no difference, we have no fork now, right? Or we have 0 alpha, which will be the heavy fork, which is what we want. And more difference than that, we have something larger than 1, which will bug the fork out. So we need min 1.f and this. No, this will be a negative number. The larger the difference is, the smaller the number should be. So it should be inverted here. Right, so 0 is 0, 200 it's 0. And then at 4096 it's also 0, but at 8096 at 8192 it goes down to 4096, in which case it becomes 1. And I think this is what we actually want. What is your goal here? We're working on a fog effect for course 2, for course 4's entrance. Basically, we want there to be no fog when you're far away from it, like this. And then as you get closer to it, and look at it. We want the fog to get stronger. Kinda like so. But it doesn't really quite work right. Looking away is the opposite of what it's supposed to do right now. So we can just do 1.f minus this, no problem. There's still an issue though of the fog coming too close, so let's just try 975 I guess. Or, well actually, maybe if the fog comes too close we should also move the alpha plane out. I think these just need to be added together, right? Actually, maybe this was the play after all. So we also need far, near. Sorry, this is also wrong. I think now we have what we want. Except I'm missing a semicolon here. It's not harder to create content on the PC board, it's just pointless. Why would you want to work on the PC board? What do you hope to gain from that? Name one advantage. I have not heard anyone name an advantage of working on a PC board yet. That is actually like a genuine advantage that they actually use the PC board for. Performance. I don't think the PC board performs better. I was just being really stupid, daily dot folks. It works now. Used by the general public. It's a lot easier to use emulators. Well, maybe not, but they're a lot more versatile and they run on like everything. Yeah, I think the distance fade, I don't like it, because like the ship looks foggier from far over here than it does from being near. All the courses have completely different themes, Johnny knows. It does look weird, but we're still adjusting these numbers here. I think the reason it looks weird is that the water here is not subdivided. Just do that for a second. Well, if you wanted to make a PC game, why aren't you using Unreal Engine or something like that, or Unity or whatever? Why would you want to use the PC port? Seems like a terrible idea. I think you need to be able to get closer than that. Actually, this should be a separate variable. For dist. It would be even easier if you used Unreal Engine. It would just be there, right? Just press a button and you got it. Yeah, I think this is starting to look decent. Although I feel like the ship doesn't look foggy enough from here. Is it just me, or do you guys feel the same way about the ship not being foggy enough from here? The skybox is definitely also an issue, I agree. I think we need a second method of fog. Something that's just consistently always there around the ship. It's a very light fog, daily fogs, that's why. It would be trivial to increase it though. I could do something like this, 1020. Why is the angle distance like so minimal? Something's wrong here. We just set that to something small and see what happens. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, wait. I reused this one here. That's why. Bouncy Flower is just the Overworld file. It's not an optimization, it just is what it is. There we go, that's what we wanted. What if I set this? Wait, what if we do this? I want to just see how this looks. I imagine this will look very weird. Yeah, sorry, we're obviously gonna change that. Instant white. I might have to like square this or something. The windy obscuring quark effect? Isn't that just a quad that fades in? Let's see. OT Desert? No, Desert Colossus. This one? Okay, that looks like a screen space effect that's in front of it. And no fork here. The problem is that this is over your entire screen, right? So that's like, it doesn't address what we want to do. Of course it looks good, but it's over the entire screen. Our entire issue, 100% of our issue, is that we want the fork to be around the ship. That's entirely the problem. But I have to set it before 975. See, the less transparent the scrolling screen space text. That doesn't really change anything. It is already fading in by the distance to the ship. It's crazy how it's going from like nothing to almost fully there like instantly. Dang. This is because fork is not linear, so like the curve root is fucked. So let's just double square root. So actually no, I need to square it. Okay, that's a much smoother transition. We can combine that with the screen space texture. I think this is a good transition now. We just need some additional fog around here, and then I think this works kinda. And of course we need something behind the ship to also have the fog. I do read the YouTube chat, yes. Oops. So, I think something like this will work. Seen from this angle here. All this fake fog. Let me call this fake fog too. Hello Lynx, yes I'm still talking. I hate that it's all in the same file. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. to name blend objects if I have to use them in game. Yeah, my microphone's not working, guys. Sorry. Every time you hear me talk from now on, that's just a pre-recorded soundboard. This is not about making this look pretty, this is more about like verifying that we can do it at all, Peter. Hello, Sala. Am I using this right? I'm not. Can turn this up to 10,000, I think. Hello, Caleb. Yeah, so if you go any closer, you're just gonna fade out. Like, as soon as you jump off here, you're gonna fade out. And you're gonna land here. And it's like, yeah, you kinda drowned. Oh, let's see. We're also gonna make a decal Mario that we can render above Mario with any material. The idea of that is to do special VFX, like Mario being dunked in oil or whatever. And we can use the decal Mario here and fade them in transparency wise, so that Mario is also fully white here. So that at this point almost the entire screen would be fully white. Now what I don't like about this is that when you turn around here, the fog is just fully gone. Shizuku from Hunter x Hunter. That's the spider goth girl. Hunter x Hunter is very cool, but I wouldn't call her my waifu. It's not odd, I know why it happens. I think we'll need something like that. This is just a bullshit formula. There's no mathematical basis for this or whatever. It's big boost cruise. I don't know, Voisel. There's just no anime waifu that I can pick. No one really stands out to me like that. That's not what I expected this would look like. Nami or war for One Piece. You are too young for this conversation. I see what you enjoy though. Hello Tanya. The skybox changed as well? Possibly. Okay, I think that's good. Stitch polish. What's wrong, Asa? What do you want me to change? Please be more specific. Or are you just leelaing out? Oh, I see. You're just leelaing out. Can't say fog. I can say fog. What now? Huh? Frog. Can say frog. Dog. I can pronounce a G at the end of a word. Trust me. I've done it plenty of times. Alright, so we'll need more fruits around the outside of this area. But to be honest, I'm feeling a little burned out at this point. I've been going for a while, and it is technically my day off. So I will see you guys next stream. Hopefully I can stream again on Tuesday. Until then, bye bye.